Friends, today I have an amazing motivational story for you. It's a story that teaches us a valuable lesson about responsibility and personal growth. So let's dive in. Once upon a time in a bustling city, there lived a young woman named Neha. She was fortunate enough to find a new apartment with a beautiful view of the neighborhood. Every morning she would sit by the window and sip her tea, observing the world outside. One morning Neha noticed her neighbor hanging clothes to dry. The clothes were a bit dirty, and Neha couldn't help but frown. She turned to her husband and said, "Look how dirty her clothes are. Doesn't she know how to wash properly?" Her husband, being a kind and patient man, didn't respond. He understood that complaining wouldn't solve anything. Days went by, and every morning Neha would sit by the window and criticize her neighbor's laundry. She would say things like, "Can't she afford better clothes?" or, "Why doesn't she wash her clothes properly?" Her husband would remain quiet, hoping that she would eventually stop. One day, however, Neha gasped as she looked out the window. "Look, finally she washed her clothes right. They're clean," she exclaimed. Her husband smiled and said, "I cleaned our window this morning." Neha sat in stunned silence. She realized that she had been wrong. All this time she had been judging her neighbor without considering her own perspective. It was her own reflection that she had been seeing through the dirty window. Friends, this story teaches us a profound life lesson. Before blaming others, we must first examine ourselves. Often our judgments about others are simply projections of our own biases and perspectives. Blaming others is easy, but changing ourselves takes courage and effort. However, that's where personal growth begins. As the saying goes, clean your own glass, because what we see in others is often a reflection of what we have failed to see in ourselves. So, friends, I hope you enjoyed this motivational story. If you liked it, don't forget to hit the like button and share it with your loved ones. And if you haven't already, please subscribe so you never miss out on our uplifting stories. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.